Okay. So we were talking about phosphorus. Yesterday we had completed up till stomach complaint. Now we will move towards the abdomen. Very sensitive abdomen, painful to touch, rolling and rumbling. Very sensitive abdomen basically. Painful to touch, just like your arnica. They are really painful to touch. And there is rolling and rumbling sound. Sensation of emptiness in the abdomen, sunken feeling in the abdomen. The abdomen feels as if relaxed, hanging down sensation and sensation of great weight in the abdomen. Okay, hanging down sensation and sensation of weight in the abdomen with sensation of emptiness. Patients feel that abdomen has been emptied, sunken feeling as if there is no food in the abdomen, nothing in their abdomen, and abdomen feels as if relaxed, hanging down sensation or sensation of great weight in the abdomen. Tympanic abdomen search occurs in a typhoid fever. Okay, it will look like a tympanic abdomen. A marked feature in phosphorus in the peculiar gargling which begin in the stomach and gargles along down through the intestines, attended with the involuntary stool. This occurs in typhoid fever. The gargling that occur in the arsenicum is down to the esophagus. Okay, so whenever we talked about stomach complaints and abdominal complaints of arsenic and phosphorus, it goes in hand. Okay, there is just a hairline difference. You just need to understand that difference very carefully. Okay, so the marked feature of the phosphorus is peculiar gargling. Okay, gargling is there which begins in the stomach and gargles along down through the intestines, attended with the involuntary stool. Gargling it started in abdomen, and there is lot of involuntary stool. You will get an involuntary stool with this. This occur in a typhoid fever. Gargling that occur in arsenicum is down to the esophagus. Okay. We'll move further. Flatulence, colic, rending, tearing, cutting pain throughout the abdomen. Okay, there is colicky pain, there is rending pain, tearing pain, cutting pain throughout the abdomen. Teaching pain in the abdomen, violent neuralgic pain in the abdomen, inflammation of bowel of the peritoneum, appendicitis, yellow-brown spot on the abdomen, petechiae over the abdomen during typhoid fever. Okay, there is flatulence and colicky pain. There is rending and tearing pain. Okay, lot of pain. It's a painful abdomen basically. Okay, painful abdomen with lot of cutting pain and cutting pain throughout the whole abdomen. Stitching pain in the abdomen. Violent neuralgic pain. Violent pain. You cannot uh, you cannot tolerate those pain. There are so much violent neuralgic pain in the abdomen. Inflammation of the bowel inflammation, intestine inflammation you will get in this remedy. Peritoneum, appendicitis you will get in this remedy. Now you can, peritonitis can be covered with this remedy, and appendicitis can be also covered with this remedy. So if you need to understand this remedy very carefully, whenever I told you, understanding the remedy means understanding the pathogenesis of the same. Okay, understanding the pathogenesis of that remedy, it means the understanding of the remedy. Now whenever you are going to understand this pathogenesis, it is really important when phosphorus coming up in a picture. It is really important that appendicitis, bowel movements, and everything is there in that remedy. Okay, so you will get whole inflammations, some degenerations, and some part of your destructive process. Okay, you will get periosteum destruction. Okay, so such things you are going to get in this remedy. So whenever you need to understand this remedy, understand the miasm behind this remedy. Psychosyphilitic or syphilitic or psychotic miasm. Not psychotic, but syphilitic miasm coming in a picture. Any problem, guys? Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Phosphorus is a rich symptom of the rectum and stool. Seriously, there are so many symptoms of your rectum and stool. Involuntary discharges from the bowel, copious emission of a fluid, fetid, gushing of stool, horribly offensive yellow watery stool. The patient lies as if dying. Stool passing involuntary, stools of a white mucus, stools of a spleen intermingled with a little sticks like a tallow, or involuntary oozing of a constantly wide open anus. Okay, what happen if you need to understand this remedy? Try to understand it first. There are involuntary discharges. Involuntary discharges of a mucus. Okay, white mucus. Involuntary discharges of a white mucus you are going to get in this remedy. Copious emission of a fluid. A lot of fluid has been thrown out from the body. Okay, copious involuntary discharges from the bowel, copious emission of a fluid, fetid gushing stool. Okay, gushing stool, as if stools are going to be thrown out very forcefully, and fetid. It is really very uh, what we can say. It is really very foul smelling. Okay, and horribly offensive. Yes, it is horribly offensive. Yellow watery stool. Okay, the patient lies as if dying. Now, always understand whenever you have this condition in your patient, that patient lies as if dying. At that time, always understand Carbovage is a remedy for such cases. Okay, patient has been dying, and now you have to understand that. Okay, so at such cases you can use Carbovage also. In this, but Carbovage, always think about the respiratory complaints. Now patients dying in a stool complaint or in a abdominal complaint, you need to think about abdomen. Okay, uh, stool passing involuntary. Stool passes involuntary. Stool of a white mucus. White mucus is going to be passed. Stool of a slime intermingled with little space like tallow. Tallow means fat, okay? Animal fat. You will get such specks, okay, in that stool. Involuntary oozing from the constantly wide open anus. Okay, continuous stools are passing and passing and passing, and continuously stools has been passing and constantly wide open anus is there. Okay, you will get anus is completely open. The uh, we can say control of the anus has been lost. Okay, we'll move further. Hemorrhages from the bowel in typhoid in a low form of disease. Okay, hemorrhages from a bowel in a typhoid in a low form of disease. Uh, it means um, uh, in typhoid fever you will get some hemorrhages, and low form of disease means where pathogenesis has been progressed well. Okay, pathology has been progressed a lot. Bloody discharges like meat washing. Okay, have you ever seen meat washing? um, when whoever eating non-veg or whoever preparing non-veg, you need to wash that meat first. Okay, at that time you will get that blood is oozing out with that meat. Okay, such discharges you will get in this remedy. Involuntary on every motion, burning in the rectum during stool, protrusion of the rectum. Rectum has been protruded, as if rectum has been protruded. Protrusion of a hemorrhoidal tumor. Hemorrhoids are there, but hemorrhoidal tumors are there. Such protrusion you will get. Sharp stitching pain from the coccyx up the spine of the base of a brain, drawing in the neck backward, and these symptoms occur during stool. This is very important part. Huh? You will get this concomitant in every phosphorus. Sharp stitching pain from the coccyx up the spine to the base of brain. Okay, so whole spine has been affected. Your whole spine has been affected. Where pains are there, you really cannot handle that sharp pain, and as if drawing the neck backward, and as if because of that pain, patient needs to bend his neck backward, and this symptom there is during stool. It has occurred during involuntary stool. Okay, whenever patient is going to pass involuntary stool, because of that the sudden pain, you will get this symptom. Okay, this is concomitant. We'll move further. After stool, painful cramp in the rectum. There are really painful cramp. Okay, cramp in the rectum and burning in the anus. Continuous burning. So as I told you, arsenic and phosphorus goes in hand. Why? Because of this, there is burning, there is pathology which is developing just like your arsenic. Okay, but you need to understand: is it arsenic or is it phosphorus? Okay, violent tenesmus, sinking feeling in the abdomen, oblique to lie down, exhaustion and fainting. The copious diarrhea like profuse flow of water from a hydrant. It is useful in cholera, times and cholera morbus. Um, yes, this remedy was useful in cholera, but so can you tell me which remedy Hahnemann has used as a genus epidemicus at the cholera epidemic? Hello guys, are you listening? Hello, are you listening me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Which remedies are used by Hahnemann in cholera
Yeah, but
epidemic? Yes. If you don't know, I will tell you two remedies. You will find third one. Okay. That
मॅम मला एक माहिती आहे कॉलेजसाठी.
हा कोणती सांग?
मॅम बॅप्टिशियामध्ये सांगितलं होतं.
बॅप्टिशियामध्ये पण कॉलरा सांगितलेला आहे, बट हॅनीमननी व्हॅरॅट्रम अल्बम अँड क्यूप्रम. आय एम नॉट शुअर अबाउट क्यूप्रम, बट व्हॅरॅट्रम बद्दल मी फार शुअर आहे. ओके. Cuprum and Veratrum album. These two remedies has been told by him, and third one you will find it out. Okay. This is your homework for today's lecture. It is useful medicine for chronic diarrhea with soft thin stool. It is means phosphorus. Now, phosphorus is useful medicine for a chronic diarrhea with soft thin stool. Stools are really very soft and thin. Now tell me, ribbon like stool. Which is the remedy? Ribbon like stool. Second year की remedy. आ गया. Okay. So it has been very useful remedy in a cholera infantum. Cholera infantum, again phosphorus is again a remedy. It has cured dysentery with bloody mucus, scanty stool with violent tenesmus. Lot of pain in the rectum and anus region. Scanty stools. Stools are really very little. Little stools are passing, but lot of pain in anus and rectum. Really patient cannot sit, or really patient cannot handle those pain with bloody mucus or bloody mucus in the stool, and it really cures such symptoms. Okay. It also cures inverted constipation. Yes, this remedy is useful in constipation, but where you will get this type of stool when stools are seems like a dog. Okay. Yes, here these symptoms has been given. In next slide, the stool is hard, long, and slender, described in the book as it that of a dog. Alternating diarrhea and constipation in old people. Okay, there is alternating diarrhea and constipation. Sometimes there is diarrhea, sometimes there is a constipation, especially in old people. At such time, you can use this remedy. Spasm of the rectum, paralysis of the bowel. So that is impossible to strain the stool. Patient really cannot strain at the stool because of paralysis of the bowel. Okay, and so that such type of constipation you can cover up with the phosphorus. Hemorrhages from the bowel. It has cured polyps of the rectum. Hemorrhages from the bowel. Okay, it has cured the polyps of the rectum. Inflammation of the rectum. It has many times cured bleeding, protruding hemorrhoids, hemorrhoids that burn. Okay, really burning you will get in this hemorrhoid. Whenever you need to find out burning in hemorrhoids, uh, first of all, you think about your nitric acid or capsicum or netania or peonia like. But whenever you need, you understand that burning, always think about is it phosphorus or is it arsenic? Because what is arsenic? Arsenic basically cut in both the way. And it is really powerful remedy. Arsenic is really powerful remedy. You cannot give arsenic for daily, but you can handle the situations where burning has been occur, when septic condition has been occur. You can handle such situations with arsenic. Okay. So burning in the hemorrhoids is again a symptom of phosphorus, also arsenic. It has cured the features of the anus. Among many of these bowel symptoms, that the anus feels as if wide open. Okay. Many of the bowel symptoms, it feels as if a bowel has been widely open. Okay. Now we'll move further. Kidneys. Now kidney symptoms. Phosphorus is useful remedy in diseases of the kidney, especially diabetes. Again, now it has been said at that time in the diseases of a kidney, especially diabetes. But diabetes is a disease or disorder. It is a basically disorder where multi organs has been affected. It is not related to only about your kidney or not related to only about your pancreas. Okay. With sugar in the urine, when there is a great thirst for a ice cold things, ice cold water, gradual emaciation, gradual weakness, considerable heat of the head, coldness of the extremities, and sugar in the urine. Phosphorus will cure fatty degeneration of kidney, renal calculi, no desire to pass urine through the bladder, uh, though the bladder is full. So you know what? I don't know you know it about or not. How it was checked that this patient is having sugar in the urine. Okay. In ancient time, when Ayurveda was in practice in India, basically I'm talking about India. Ayurveda was practicing in ancient time when how these Rishi Munis has understand that this patient has a diabetes and this patient has this problem. How you need to understand this thing. Uh, this patient was having these people were asking basically patient to urinate at a specific place. Okay, and if they urinate at that specific place, what happened? Um, sometime after some time, ants were running around that urine. Okay, whenever such ants were running around that urine, uh, that they understand or they diagnose it that this patient is having uh, sugar in their urine. Okay, so such things were there in this remedy. If you will get to know, uh, this is the basic diagnostic procedure were followed by the Asian Rishi Munis. Okay, hello guys, can you listen me? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. So such things were seen. Okay. Now, if you need to understand, these are lecturers or are pioneers. Now, this notes I had used Saints Materia Medica for these notes. Okay. When you need to understand such notes, whenever you need to understand their writing, they will write this diabetes in the kidney because at that time for them diabetes is a disease of a kidney. As medical science has been advances and now we understand that diabetes is not a only disease, a disorder which affects multi organs. So we understand this. Okay. So here diabetes has been specially given in the kidneys. Okay. So with the sugar in urine whenever there is a great thirst. Now you know that this normal common symptoms of your diabetes, polyuria, polydipsia likewise. Okay, so there is constant thirst for icy cold things or icy cold water, gradual emaciation and gradual weakness. Whenever hyperglycemia occurs, you will get that gradual emaciation or gradual weakness, considerable heat. Again, this is really important and characteristic part of this remedy. Considerable heat on the head, coldness of the extremities. Head is hot and extremities are cold, and sugar in urine. Phosphorus will cure fatty degeneration of the kidney. Renal calculi are there, no desire to pass urine, though bladder is full. Okay, there are renal calculi. It can cure a renal calculi, but there is no desire to pass urine, though the bladder is full. There is paralytic weakness, which resembles the paralytic weakness through all the muscles of the body. Okay, there is a weakness resemble as if throughout the all muscles of the body. He is unable to strain to pass a urine because the straining increases the pain in region of a bladder. Okay, so this patient really cannot strain while passing urine. Profuse, pale, watery urine. Okay, profuse urine, profuse, pale. There is no yellowishness of your urine. Okay, there is paleness. Watery urine, frequent and scanty, completely suppressed urine. So this is again a remedy for your anuria. Turbid, whitish urine, curdle like a milk, albuminous urine, involuntary urination during sleep. During sleep, involuntary urination. In children, if it is occur, we call it as a aneurysm, nocturnal aneurysm, especially at night when children are going to do this. We call it as a nocturnal aneurysm. And for nocturnal aneurysm, equisetum is the remedy. Okay, if you don't understand anything in a children, which is this remedy, now what should I prescribe? Basically, go for a mental trauma which has been occurred in a recent days or uh, if you don't understand these things. Okay, when such recent trauma has been occurred or whenever such this trauma will lead to these things. Okay, and understand that trauma or understand that problem, what mental problem with that child, and if you understand that, then you can cure that person. Okay, if you know the cause, you can really cure the person. But if you don't know anything, now you just get a case only for only with this one symptom, and now you don't understand anything. At that time, if you want a result, give equivocation. Okay. Profuse, pale, watery urine, frequent and scanty, completely suppressed urine, turbid, whitish urine, curdle like milk, albuminous urine. Now albuminous urine, albuminuria occurs. Involuntary urination during sleep. Okay, so such things are there in this remedy. Tearing in urethra, urethral pain, tearing pain in the urethra, itching and burning in the urethra, periodical sick headache, sometimes preceded by scanty urine and sometimes by copious watery flow of urine. There is copious and watery flow of urine. The male sexual organs are furnished many symptoms of a phosphorus. Violent sexual desire, driving him frantic. Erection frequent and painful and at day and night. Seminal emission at night even without lascivious dream. Even without any dream, there is seminal emission. Sexual debility from incoordinate use of a table soil. Impotence after excessive excitement and secret voice, preceded by overexcitement of the sexual organ. There are a lot of sexual complaints about the men in this remedy. Frequent discharges at day and night of a thin, slimy, colorless fluid from the urethra. Sexual abuse with the spinal diseases. Discharges of prostatic fluid during the heart stool, chronic urethral discharges due to hypertrophy of the prostate gland, gluty discharges, swelling and soreness of the testes and cord, inflammation of the testes and cord. It has cured the hydrocele following gonorrhea. Okay, understand this. Gonorrheal discharges or gonorrheal complaints are really very difficult to handle. Okay, but phosphorus can cure hydrocele following gonorrhea. I will move further. Woman. Now woman complaints. We had seen male complaints. Now we will understand female complaints. In the woman, it is equally useful. Phosphorus has cured many cases of sterility. Is supposed to depend upon a violent sexual excitement. Violent sexual excitement with aversion to poison. Just like your platina, okay? But platina has that violent sexual excitement due to hypersensitivity towards the vagina, okay? Because vagina is really hypersensitive, and now you don't know how to there is also a sexual excitement, violent sexual excitement. So there is a sterility in a platina. Here in phosphorus, there is violent sexual excitement which leads to sterility. Violent sexual excitement with aversion to caution. Here aversion, there is need, but there is hypersensitivity. Okay. Violent pain in the ovaries extending down inner side of the thigh during the menstruation caused by inflammation of the ovaries. Ovarian inflammation leads to pain in the thigh, in the inner side of the thigh. Inflammation of a uterus during menstruation, during pregnancy, during pyomia. Copious hemorrhages from a uterus. Bright red clotted blood after confinement. During menstruation or during the climacteric period. Frequent and profuse hemorrhages as from the uterus caused from a cancerous affection. Now talking about the cancerous affection, I had not used this remedy in any case. Okay. Inflammation of a uterus during menstruation and during pregnancy, during pyomia. You will get the inflammatory conditions where you will get a real dysmenorrhea. Okay, you will get a dysmenorrhea, you will get lot of pain, there is inflammation, and patient really cannot control the ovaries. Okay, copious hemorrhages from uterus, bright red clotted blood after confinement. Bright red hemorrhages, this is the key feature of your phosphorus, bright red hemorrhages. Frequent and profuse hemorrhages from the phosphorus from the uterus causes the cancerous affections, okay, which cause from the cancerous affection. Any cancerous affection, it can be cervical cancer, it can be uterine cancer, and it can lead to a bright red hemorrhages. You can use a phosphorus over there. The menstrual periods are too early, flow is bright red, lasting too long is copious. During the menstrual period, icy cold feet, hands, nausea, pain in the back as if broken, blue rings around the eye, loss of flesh, much fearfulness. It has also menstrual suppression in the consumptive with the cup, bleeding from the nose, spitting of the blood, violent sexual excitement, driving to secret wife. What happens? There is menstrual period are too early, flow is bright red, okay, bright red blood, lasting too long, long lasting menses is copious, profuse menses are there. During menstrual period, icy coldness of feet. Understand this, you will get these symptoms in your anemic patients. Icy coldness of feet, hands and nausea, pain in back as if it has been broken. Gluing around the eyes, loss of flesh, much fearfulness. It has also menstrual suppression in conjunctive with the cough, bleeding from the nose, spitting of a blood, violent sexual excitement, drying to citizens. So these things are seen in this remedy. Copious yellow leukorrhea with great weakness. There is lot of weakness. There is copious yellow leukorrhea. Leukorrhea instead of menses. You will get these symptoms again. Leukorrhea instead of menses. White watery leukorrhea, acrid excoriating milky leukorrhea, copious when walking. Leukorrhea is excoriating that blisters upon from the genitals. Okay, from upon the genitals. There is leukorrhea excoriating. Excoriating leukorrhea means, for example, excoriating nasal discharges are there. You will get whole upper lip has been red. Okay, such excoriation you will get. Excoriating that blisters from upon the genitals. Blisters, really blisters from really painful blisters are being there. You will be seen on the genitals. Okay, burning and smarting in the vagina, stitching pain upward from the vagina into the pelvis. While there is violent sexual excitement during coition is there. Okay, violent sexual excitement during coition is lack of sensation in the vagina as if it were numb. Okay, condylomata appears like a stiff wart and extensions about the genitals in the vagina. Bleeding wart, erectile tumors on the external genitals. A dropsical swelling of the labia, cauliflower exercise with the much bleeding, painful, hard, large nodosities of the female, mammary gland, fibroid tumors of the breast, fibroid tumors of the uterus with copious hemorrhages. During pregnancy and lactation, violent sexual desire, vomiting of a pregnancy, much prostration, sinking, trembling, puerperal convulsions, pain in the back as if it would break, increased secretion of milk out of season, inflammation of the mammary glands with much heat, weight and suppression erysipelas of the breast and the or of the genitals. Erysipelas you will commonly get in your diabetic patients. Okay. Larynx, inflammation of the larynx with hoarseness in the morning, husky voice, a great sensitiveness of the larynx to touch and cold air, pain in burning in the larynx on talking, weakness in the vocal cords, violent tickling and larynx will while talking, constriction and spasm of the larynx, constant irritation to cough in the larynx, tuberculous condition of the larynx, bleeding, loss of voice, cannot speak a word on account of pain in the larynx, sensation of velvet in the larynx, rawness and smarting in the larynx. You will understand all these symptoms. If you need to understand these symptoms very well, you will understand the pathology over here. Violent tickling, continuous tickling is there. You really need to cough a lot. Okay. There is bleeding, there is spasm, there is loss of voice, there is husky voice, there is continuous smarting, and there is continuous pain. Okay, such complaints you are going to get in the larynx. Phosphorus has cured many cases of croup, membranous croup, when all symptoms were present. Every change of weather from beginning overheated and cold settles in the larynx, producing a loss of voice and hoarseness, especially in public speaker and singers. Hoarseness and loss of voice, great dryness in the larynx and all the air passages, hard, dry, rasping cough, and shakes the whole body from irritation in the larynx. Okay, so such complaints, this hoarseness, this loss of voice, all the things are going to be come up whenever there is a change of weather. Change of weather leads to a lot of complaints. Okay, these public speakers and singers, you will get again these complaints like hoarseness and aphonia and specifically your loss of voice. Okay, which is the remedy for your clergyman's sore throat? Hello guys. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is the remedy for clergyman's sore throat? Do you know about it? Okay, अर्जेंटम नाइट्रिकम हुआ है.
Sponging.
अर्जेंटम नाइट्रिकम आपको पता है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is a remedy for your clergyman's sore throat. Okay, the people who really talk a lot, the people who sing, especially public speakers. Okay, in those people you will get a hoarseness and loss of voice. For such people, argentum nitricum and phosphorus are the remedy. Okay, where loss of voice, where aphonia, where consuming slow throat, or wherever there is lot of pain in the throat due to continuous talking, you will get this remedy. Okay, we'll move further. The irritation of travels down the air passage. We were on right track, no? Huh. The irritation travels down the air passage, affecting the trachea along with the difficult respiration, asthmatic breathing, clutching in the larynx, suffocation, dyspnea, spasm, constriction of the chest. There is continuous constriction of the chest. There is dyspnea. There is asthmatic breathing. Patient really cannot breathe properly. Violent, stridulous inspiration in evening, falling as a sleep. Um, Falling asleep. Okay, stridulous strider you will get in the evening. Okay, fear of suffocation, labored breathing. Patient really needs to take effort for a breathing. Paralysis of the lungs, fullness of a chest after eating, much irritation in larynx, difficult breathing, scraping of a mucus from the larynx after eating. Everything has been aggravated after eating. Okay, there is violent breathlessness. You really cannot breathe. Okay, such feelings are there in the remedy. Chest in the chest, phosphorus produce operation, anxiety, weakness, constriction going along with chest, complaints, heaviness, and the great weight on lying upon the chest with cough, bronchitis, pneumonia, and cardiac symptoms. There is always more and less constriction of the chest as if bound, or as if bandaged, or as if tied with the string. Tightness fell over a sternum, and with all complaints, great weakness of the chest. Pressure as if from a weight over the middle of a sternum, feeling of a rush of the blood to the chest with or without violent pulsation. Okay, so there is tightness and feeling of a tightness on the sternum with all the complaints to the great weakness. There is lot of weakness of the chest. There is heaviness on the chest. You will get pneumonia, bronchitis, cardiac symptoms. Okay, and cardiac symptoms along with that. There is a feeling that it has been bandaged. Okay, just like your cactus. Okay, there is feeling as if it has been tight, it has been banded with a tight string, okay? As if iron hand, it has been tied with the iron hand. Such feelings are there in your cactus glandiculus. Okay? Feeling of a rush of a blood in a chest with a violent pulsation. This is most important symptom. Okay? We'll move further. Sensation of heat in the chest, mounting the head, flashes of a heat in the chest, extending upwards, and stitching pain in the chest. Spasmodic pain
Hello,
in the
hello.
hello. Can you listen me, guys? Hello. Any problem, guys? Hello.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
कोणाचा फोन येतोय तुला मला फोन करून. Hello. Hello, guys.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. Hello.
Okay. Okay. So we were talking about these complaints of a chest. It becomes worse in a cold air. Huh? Everything in a phosphorus get worse in a cold air, and headache. Headache is ameliorate in a cold air. Okay. Cold applications and cold things ameliorates the headache, but cold applications and cold things aggravate all other complaints. Okay. There is rawness in the trachea extending into the lung, burning in the chest, acute pain in the lower part of the lung, violent pain in the chest with coughing. Patient is compelled to hold the chest with the hand. Inflammation of the lungs with anxiety. Operation and expectoration of a bright red color. Okay. There is inflammation of the lungs with anxiety. There is operation and expectoration of a blood, of a bright red blood. Okay. You will get bright red blood in a expectoration. This is really dangerous, or this is really you will really scared of this. Okay. In such condition, you can prescribe a phosphorus again. Now we are running out of time, so I will stop over here, and we will see further remedy in tomorrow's lecture, or we will start with the next remedy also. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, bye. Bye. Then I'm
The mental